Welcome to Hilda's Place, where art lives with Fhena, Fhena. Hey, Fhena.
Hey, Mama Hilda.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, I will always have you. Always. I love you.
I love you. Okay, we're not doing this.
Okay, so I'm jumping right in.
Let's go.
Okay, you know this is not scripted.
Not at all.
So we just need to be present and tell the truth.
I'm here.
Yeah. How long have we known each other?
Since the late fall of 2003.
Wow. Wow. So tell us a little bit about, you know what, I still, to this day, don't know how you found me.
I don't know either. I just know that I found you and I had to have you and I employed people to get you. And I made phone calls and I sent text messages until you took my meeting and you looked at me and said, "Little girl, what do you want?"
Well, you know, this is coming back. So one of the reasons that it took me a minute to acknowledge, so some of your old professors at North Carolina A&T were reaching out to me to let me know that you had been trying to reach me, but they were using your government name. Oh, right.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know who that is.
They didn't know yet.
Oh, they didn't know.
They didn't know.
So
if I went back, they would still be saying that other name.
So when did you decide your stage name would be Fhena?
When I moved to Atlanta.
Wow.
So it's interesting because you can tell people who know me from what portion of my life by what name they call me. Okay. So pre-Atlanta 2003, everybody's going to be calling me Kelly, Kelly Annette, or Caboose. Atlanta 2003 up until 2007, they're going to know me as Fhena. Okay. Anything artistic-wise after that is still going to be Fhena, but anybody after that is going to be Adira.
Oh, Adira.
Adira. That's my Hebrew name, which means great and mighty, rare and precious in the Creator, yes.
Wow. So when did you attach soul to Fhena?
When I kept coming off a stage and people were like, "Girl, you can sing." And I'm like, I didn't sing one note. And I realized that I'm doing what I call spoken soul because I'm employing not just poetry, but also live instrumentation, background singers, you know, and all like that. And so what people were hearing was a complete musical experience. And so I thought I was bad enough to say that I was Fhena Soul.
I got it. So what has it been like? Tell us a little bit about your journey. Your ups, your downs, your rolling on the ground.
Yeah, man. I got off the ground earlier today. No, for real. I moved here. I made the decision to move here from North Carolina to Atlanta, and 3.5 weeks later, I was in Atlanta. My family all lived here. I did not like Atlanta. I would come to visit, and I would stay in the house. And one night, my sister drugged me out, and she was like, grab your notebook, come on. And she took me to this open mic. I really didn't want to do anything because I felt like a lot of stuff in Atlanta that I'd seen was very pretentious and cliquey. But she made me take it. And so when I went, only 2 people had signed up. So I went and I signed out on number 16 because I figured my sister would get tired by then and want to go home and then I wouldn't have to get on the mic. But no, she was determined that Atlanta was going to hear my voice. And so I got up there with my notebook and I was like, I'm just going to do a little something. And like, as I'm going, people are like standing up and people are screaming out. And I'm getting this response that I never got in any other places where I had, you know, lived and done my thing. And afterwards, this guy approached me and he was like, I've been looking for you. I was like, what? He was like, I've been out of the country for 10 years looking for a spoken word artist. You're the one. I was like, who are you, dude? And the name Fhena at that point was a private name between me and the Creator because of the piece I wrote, Truth Calls, and it's Truth Calls the Phenomenon. And in it, the word is broken up, Fhena and Manon, and, you know, there was meaning assigned. And so it started to be in the middle of the night when, you know, the Holy Spirit had something for me to write. He would whisper Fhena. He would awaken me by using the name Fhena. And so it was a private thing that nobody knew about. And so This guy and I talk, and I'm like, yeah. And he starts to walk away, and he turns back around. He goes, wait, what was your name again? And I said, Kelly. He said, no, you have another name that nobody knows about. What is it? I was like, And I was like, Fhena? He said, yeah, say it again. I was like, Fhena? He said, that's the name we're going to use. And he turned around and walked off. 3.5 weeks later, I was here. The second day I moved to town, I went to his apartment in his studio, and we cut Truth Calls, and bam. And then we did the whole album. We would go and lock away in the studio for like 2 and 3 days. We recorded probably about 30 songs, and 10 of them made the album. We made the album 10 because it was like, we're not giving you anything else for free. 10 makes an album, that's all you get. So from there, I started gigging, and people in Atlanta wanted you to show up for free. And I learned it very early on that you have to assign value to yourself. That's around the time when we were completing the album is when I met you. And you would just always ask me, but what do you want? But what do you want? What do you want? Who are you and what do you want? And out of that, I knew what I wanted my artistic life to look like. I never wanted to be so busy that I couldn't teach, that I couldn't reach young people with art. And I never wanted to be controlled by other people. That didn't work well for anybody who has ever tried to do that with me. And so I just knew that that was not my path. So I knew that I was going to be an independent artist. And you had me pick artists who I would like my career to be like, as to sharpen that focus and all like that. So we were going, man. And I was doing like 4 and 5 gigs a week getting paid because I was like, I'm not going to show up for free. And then I met this man, and then I got married, and then I had a baby.
Oh.
You said ups and downs.
I know, but I want to hold because I got a signal that we need to wrap this part up. When we come back, though, I do want to hear a little bit more. And because it started and you were doing your thing,
Yeah.
and then you met the man thing, and then had a child thing.
Yeah, and then another child thing.
Right, and let's talk about that a little bit when we get back.
That changes the mix.
We'll be back. I ask you to think about something you wanted to ask me as a coach. But before we get to that, I want to say that when I met you, you were a single woman. I actually,
Very single.
You were had your BFA in acting.
Yes.
You had already worked in Philadelphia with
Freedom Theater.
Yes, some friends of mine there, and you were a minister of the gospel.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yes. And so I wish that I had thought to bring your first headshot.
Oh,
When you
I'm
came
glad
to
you
me,
didn't.
I know you're glad. You remember you bought
Thought this
all
was
of
a
your
happy
stuff.
place. My little portfolio,
You
leather
did, you
bag
came,
with my
you
little
did,
handle. I
yes.
was proud of myself,
You were-
writing
and you-
samples in there,
and you
monologues,
you
my
should
little
have.
everything I had done on stage.
Yes, yes.
And you looked at my headshot.
I did. I'm like, this is not who's sitting at the table with me. So one of the things that I enjoyed of all the things that we did, like the thing that was the most fun is when you did a photo shoot and we captured the beastress inside.
The beastress.
Yeah, and you were just like. But your headshot was
like,
like,
what?
you was like.
Oh,
But the headshot was this.
it's very. It was.
I was like, who is
this
this?
literally. She's not
she's
playing.
like-
I was like,
So,
yeah, it was not.
yeah. So what made me think of that was one of the questions while we were on break that came from an audience member was about marketing and, and you talked about branding. And so you've come a long way even with that.
Yeah.
And, I had a guest on another show and I spoke about, when I first met her, she was just very conservative. And so I don't think that anyone here would believe that when I met you, I could see through my third eye who you really were. But all of your marketing stuff was very
Yeah.
conservative.
Yeah, it was.
And I am so glad.
That we scratched that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
So now you're a mom of two.
I am.
You are teaching,
I am.
and you're continuing to write and produce.
Yes.
But you've been on a comeback.
Yeah.
So
I had to take a break.
you took a break?
I had a forced hiatus.
Okay.
Life. Yeah. Both of my babies have multiple. I don't know, I haven't picked the perfect word yet. I don't like necessarily saying differences. I don't like saying challenges. I don't like saying necessarily diagnoses, but you know, they came in their own way. That makes caring for them very overwhelming and consuming. So of course they come first, and without a thought, it was never a second guess. It was never an option. You know, people see me with my boys and they're like, "Wow, you're doing such a great job." I'm like, "What choice do I have?" I didn't give myself that option. And you know, people are like, "Well, you're the mom. You can't opt out." No, I'm a human, and I'm always presented with choices. And I made a very conscious choice to shut everything down, to get them what they needed, and to fight for them, and to advocate for them. And it meant that all of that momentum, career-wise, music-wise, that I had built up, I knew I was going to see that, you know, go out with the tide. But I believe that all things that you do are in the universe, and the Creator never forgets your works. And so now, as I am fighting, because one of the things that I've recently accepted is that this is what it is, that it's not a quick fix, it's not a quick journey, that this is what it is. So I have to find cracks and spaces to get back to me. And I'm actually writing a song called Get Back to Your Life Again. Return yourself to yourself. And I'm making that choice for me and learning to do that with no guilt.
Good. Yeah. You know, thank you for sharing that. So often we think the right thing to do is to stand on ceremony and have people think that our lives are perfect.
No.
And, you know, they're not.
No.
And
Transparency heals.
Yes.
And I've always been about healing. Otherwise, there's no reason for me to open my mouth. There's enough people doing the other.
I want to jump in there. I think I just happen to know that you are the daughter of a medical doctor, and then your mom she's in PhD, but she also, when I met you, was making
the body care products.
Yes, body care and
all
herbology and all that
yeah.
stuff. And then you have
Keeping
two
in
sisters that
there.
are doctors, and you have the wherewithal, the capacity to raise your children amongst the community, your immediate community of medical professionals, but you're the one that they came through.
Yeah, isn't that interesting?
It's just phenomenal to me, Fhena. And when I'm not a big Facebook fan, but when I'm on there and I'm on there, I'm not following you, I'm following your boys.
The boys.
And every time I see something of them, they are dancing, they are singing, they are so freaking creative.
Yes.
I've witnessed them in the artistic process. They come to work with you. So it didn't roll out with the tide. It did not roll out with the tide. So you have given them a wonderful, wonderful way in which to maneuver.
You know, I started sending you a text message that said, "Do not try to Oprah me."
What?
I'm sorry, I just had to give myself my comedic relief. I'm back. Hey.
Okay, so, but
Yeah, I hear you, and I thank you.
I'm consistent.
Yes, you are. Yeah.
So you didn't have children when we first met.
No.
If you stop trying to take my ring.
Nobody knew that.
No, klepto, look, it's all down here now. So thank you for acknowledging the comedic relief or the comedy relief, because we need that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But just the way you told another audience member she was beautiful and she tried to jump over it, I ain't going for it.
Yeah.
You are phenomenal.
Thank you.
And you are a major force in this world.
Thank you.
And you are undeniable.
Thank you.
So what's your question? Oh, you didn't think I was going to come back?
I did.
What's your question?
Can I sit in that for a minute?
Oh, now you want to sit in it.
I was sitting in it then. I just was doing that so I wouldn't be all teared up. I don't wear
What's
makeup,
that
but
about?
I didn't want to have
That's
no...
another private session. What's that about? Miss Transparency.
We on TV.
You're a nut. You are a wonderful nut.
Yeah. No. When there's, if you start crying and you kind of know it's not going to stop for a minute, and I know that he's going to give you a minute signal in a minute.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't want to start crying.
Okay, so
I ain't got no problem.
We will follow up.
Yeah. But the question is, how do you come back after a 6-year forced hiatus where you were just doing little stuff here and there?
Well, from what I can see, you're already back.
Thank you.
How many shows have we done just in the last year and a half? How many times have I come to see you or we've been on the same gig?
A bit.
Yeah, so first of all, let's declare that you're back.
Okay, I'm back.
One.
Hey.
So the real question is, where do you want to be?
Yeah. The question is really, how do I do where I want to be with what I'm having to do?
First of all, declare where you want to be.
Okay. I want to be in Tokyo.
Because they're not going anywhere.
I want to be in France. I want to be in Paris. I want to be in Senegal. I want to be in Israel again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you look at everything that you have learned in the clinical community, when you look at everything that you've learned as a mother and what you know as an artist, first of all, you're brilliant and you can write programs for your children's community. You can create art we need to come up with a name for it, but you can subsidize your life and go everywhere you want to go because you are now an authority on healing. You're an authority.
I like that.
So are you ready to heal some folk in the audience?
Yes.
All right, so when we come back, Phenomena. You gotta jam. We gotta jam. We gotta jam. We gotta jam. We gotta jam. So in the true Hilda's Place fashion, we are closing out the show with the featured artist. And so hold on to yourselves because Fhena is going to do her thing. You gonna do your thing? All right. Thank you.
Love overcomes all the hatred, all the pain. Love overcomes the disappointment and the rain. Love overcomes bad memories and unpleasantries. Love overcomes. See, love has a way of stepping in, moving in, grooving in that happens so supernaturally, so transcendently of time and space that when it comes to arrest is taken off guard and doesn't have time to fight back. Kind of like a sneak attack, but there is nothing deceptive about it because love is pure and refuses to exist with defilement, which lets me know that a lot of what we call it really ain't it at all because there are too many issues surrounding it, swallowing it, and its voice cannot be heard. But love, real love overcomes. See, love is a cleansing. Love is a jump off. Love is a renew so you can redo. Love is a catalyst for you to make a wish and believe it will come true. Love is a balm that brings the calm after you've been battered and bruised. Love is your secret weapon to confront past demons. Love is the skip in your step because the shackles are broken. Love is a portal of healing, the must have, the thing that makes you say, I got to get liberty. And love cannot be limited, regulated, or portioned by human will or experience because it is the force of Yah's creation that will operate whether or not you ever decide to agree with it. Love knows no bounds. Love knows no bounds. Love knows no bounds. Love knows no bounds. And love is not control but release, because it creates a safe habitation for another to express sin. Love is that fresh out of the dryer, warm, fluffy blanket waiting for you on a cold winter's day. And love is not intimidated by the fact that you've never seen it, had it, or been intimate with it. It anticipates the moment of introduction to you, because love, I'm talking about real love overcomes. Love overcomes the void that you validated. Love overcomes your fear of emotional connection you nurtured for years. Love overcomes your hesitation and your justified fears. See, love is the heartbeat of the heavenlies, the echo of eternity, the pulse of persistency, the gauge of growth, the meter of maturity, the standard of security, the cadence of character, the hi-hat of holiness, the rhythm of righteousness that is so constant that your life beat can fall in sync and you can discover your destined is. So person, please love yourself and let love love you. Love yourself. I really want what's best for you. Love yourself. Don't make love beg. Don't make love beg you. Love yourself and let love love you. So this is I am. I am Olive, able, awesomeness, ancient of days, all-knowing, all-seeing, awe-inspiring, abundance, answer, author, art, artistry, anointing, about you, all that you need. I am B, belief, boldness, banner, blessing, beauty, balm, bulwark, bounty, breath, baseline before you. I am care, compassion, character, confrontation, concern, cleansing, capacity, confidence, confidant, complexly simple, citadel, covenant, creation, celebration, calling you to my consciousness. I am the do, direction, deliverance, decency, depth, definition, defense, desire, discernment, discipline, daddy. I am effectiveness, earnest, energy, eradication, empowerment, embrace, excellence, eagle-eyed existence, everywhere, eternity, everlasting. I am fire, fortitude, forgiveness, faith, faithful, faithfulness, form, focus, first, finisher, family, friendship, future, favor, flavor, the flooding over your soul, forever, Father, for you, freely yours. I am God, goodness, guidance, girding, glory, growth, gifting, gracious, grace. I am holiness, help, height, health, healing, honor, high priest, joy, heartbeat, 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 heartbeat. I am identity, integrity, intense intimacy, illumination, impartation, improvement, initiation, image in you. I am justice, judgment, joy, joining, jointing. I am king, kingdom, kinsman, kind, keyholder, knowledge, knowing you. Not, knocking at your door. I am love, laughter, length, life, Lord, lion, land, landlord, light, loving kindness, last, liberation. I am music, mercy, meekness, mind-altering, mental energy, magnificence, miracles, mastery, more and more and more and more and more of what you need, maturing you. I am nurture, nature, nobility, never ending near you. I am one, order, omnipresence, omniscience, oasis in the misty old desert. I am peace, praise, positivity, the prayer hearer, the prayer answerer, provision, prosperity, poetry in motion. Yeah, I did. Poetry in motion, power, passion, perfecting you, power, passion, perfecting you, power, passion, perfecting you. I am quiet. Yeah. Quick, quality. I am raindrops of royalty, redemption, resurrection, rejoicing, roadmap, rule, reign, righteousness, remembrance, reproduction, recreation, restitution, reformation, refuge. I am salvation, sanctification, sacrifice your soul, shape-seated success, sincerity, subduement, service, spirit, supporting you. I am your turning point, talent, the triune treasure. I am unique, understanding, umbrella, undergirding, universal unity, up on you, up in you, up on you, up in you, up on you, up in you. I am victory, valor, voracious, voice, vigor, vavoom, vitality, the vision, the village. I am the word, war, worth, wholeness, wisdom, willing with you. I am expeditiously. That means outside of time, before time, on the other side of time, behind time, not regulated by time, because I created time for your understanding. I am expeditiously working it out on your behalf. I am, yes. What you need, yes. What you see, yeah. What your prayer is, yeah. Yes. Youth, yourself, yeah. I am zealousness, zip, Zion, zenith. I am. So my children, simply be still and know I am Yah.